And so begins this landmark match between grand champion Ivan Rusinov and the intelligence community. As is tradition, the first move goes to the Grandmaster. Interesting. Appears to be a variation on the Van Alden Gambit, a very unpredictable opening. Some consider it ideal for facing against a synthetic opponent. Let's see what the Intelligex does. Beep. 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 It appears to have completed its computations. Match, Intelligex. Thank you for watching ESPN 9.
Show at MopCO Theater. We have a really amazing show for you tonight because we are joined by comedian Nell Shanahan and musician Tom McWatters. William Hughes. But there's a lot of people on their hands and knees cleaning.
This is, after all our burlesque shows, this is easily the fourth bloodiest stage I've ever cleaned up. Oh, not like that!
Every time those shots go off, I'm like backstage with my ears blood, like, oh my god, it's so loud, and then it's not really
God, this is so much fucking blood.
So much blood. Who has been to the first show here at Crime Alley? Welcome back. Welcome back. All new sketches. So good for you. Yeah. All right. Are we all set? Yes, we are. Okay. So we take you to July 16th, 1945. To the first atomic bomb test. Device test begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Holy balls!
Holy balls indeed. The shit worked.
It worked! We just made ourselves a nuclear bomb!
Hell yeah!
Yeah! We're awesome! We're the coolest! We're the coolest!
Now I am become death. The destroyer of worlds.
Hey, Oppenheimer. What did you, what?
Oh, sorry. Now I am become death. The destroyer of worlds.
The fuck?
Now I am become death. The destroyer.
Opie, it's, we heard you. We just don't know why you would say that.
Actually, you know what? I could swear I heard someone rehearsing that in the shitter earlier. Was that you?
No.
This guy.
It's just, well, fellas, we did just invent a whole new kind of war crime here today, so I just...
Oh, get fucked, Oppenheimer. You knew what this was.
Seriously, Opie, way to kill the whole mood.
Gentlemen, we have to admit that we've created something here with the potential for terrible abuse. And I frankly wonder if we did the right thing.
Oh, wait, and now you're wondering. Like, you didn't think about that once in the last 6 years?
Well, seeing that blast and all of its destructive power brought to mind a portion of the Bhagavad Gita.
What? The what now?
The Bhagavad Gita. You know, from the Hindu epic, the Mahabharata. You don't know it?
No, I don't know it.
Oh, well, it's very good. That part is said about having become death is from verse 32, chapter 11, I believe.
Okay, bullshit.
No, you can look it up.
Okay, dude, I'm Richard fucking Feynman, alright? I win Nobel Prizes and get pussy for days. Pull one over on me and make me think you're so worldly because you can quote a book neither of us have heard of before.
All right, so, Feynman, it's not a book. It's a narrative epic in verse. So.
Okay, well, it was a book. When you went down to the library to hunt for some deep sounding shit to bust out and make our cool atomic bomb be all about your angst.
Seriously, Opie, way to harsh the vibe.
I don't know what to say except that for me, the Bhagavad Gita is a source of inspiration that shaped my philosophy of life.
Alright. Who wrote it?
Oh, its authorship is lost to history.
You don't even know who wrote it!
No one knows who wrote it.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You decided to shit all over this crucial moment in history.
And harsh the vibe.
And harsh the goddamn just so you can come across all deep and weird because you can quote a book so obscure no one knows who wrote it?
It's not obscure. The Bhagavad Gita.
Oh.
It's a sacred text to millions. I had to learn Sanskrit just to check my privilege and know I was reading it
Oh,
right.
you're such a fucking nerd.
I'm not a nerd. Nerd!
Get off!
I'm a boss!
Hey, Opie. Seeing as how you're being such a pussy about the whole atomic bomb, maybe you'll feel better about the atomic wedge! Looks like I have become death destroyer of that asshole. Oh! It's just like the thing! We're so cool!
You're the coolest! This guy sucks, though. Alright, see you here, shoot a Poindexter.
Hey, let's go down to that bar so you can get some boom!
Yes!
The release of atomic power has changed everything. The solution lies in the heart of mankind. If only I had known, I should have become a watchmaker.
That's an Einstein quote, fuckboy.
Leave me alone!
And for all the people who returned, but let's get a round of applause. How many people are new to the show? So who dragged you here without you having any idea what you were in? I apologize deeply. It's going to get a lot worse. Anyway, so we start the show with a computer becoming sentient, killing a man. Then we move on to a nuclear blast. And for those of you who were at the first show who came for the bloodlust because of the high body count, I can promise you, technically, we beat it this show. But now, we're going from the 1940s into the late 50s to the beginning of the Cosa Nostra.
Godfather, you wish to see me?
Yes, Paulie. The time has come for you to perform a service.
Okay.
There's a man, Paulie. A man who requires persuasion.
Like a.
No, the other kind of persuasion.
Oh, so you need me to like beat this guy up or bribe him or something?
No. For this man, Paulie, we must do something far more awesome. You are to go to his home where he sleeps, sneak into his bed chamber where he sleeps, and in his bed where I presume he sleeps, you will place the severed head of a horse.
God damn.
I know, right? Pretty hardcore.
Okay, Godfather, no disrespect.
Well, good, because I hate that.
I think this is gonna be like a lot more complicated than you think.
What do you mean? Just go down to the horse store, get a head.
The horse store?
Yeah, where one procures horses and parts thereof.
No, Godfather, I actually gotta go find the horse, okay? I gotta find this horse, I gotta cut off its head. I gotta find this guy's house in the middle of the night, sneak in there with this giant animal noggin. I find his bed, slip it in there without waking him up.
Well, if that's how you want to handle it, sure, yeah.
That's how I'm gonna have to do it.
Oh, however you wish, Paulie. I do not wish to micromanage you. You are a man.
Thanks.
Just be sure, whatever you do, you use your own car. I do not wish for the interior of my car to become stained with horse juice.
Can't we just like wreck his car or something?
No, Paulie, it must be a horse. This man, he just fucking loves horses. He even owns one.
Well, hey, should that be the horse we use then? You know?
Oh my God, I never even thought of that. Yes, Paulie, yes, do that. That would be so much more gangster. Because we are gangsters. It is our thing.
Right. You know, Godfather, with all due respect.
I love respect.
So what do I do with the rest of the horse? Like, I just leave it there? Do I gotta dump it somewhere?
No, I have just now given this great thought. You will take the legs of the horse and put that into the bed of Benzini for his many insults to me. You will put the trunk of the horse into the bed of Tartaglia because he is not observing the truce. And what remains, you will put in the bed of my son Fredo because it would be hilarious.
That would be pretty funny.
Oh my God, can you see it? Like, I'd just be here, being a gangster, and then Fredo, he'd come up, he'd be like, Papa, there was a horse's ass in my bed. And then I'd be like, yeah, because you were in there.
Because you went in there?
I love messing with Fredo because he sucks so much.
He really is an idiot.
That is my son. He is family. Huh? I got you with humor.
You got me.
Seriously though, Fredo is my least favorite. I do not like him. Now, go. Kill a horse. That's a good song.
My godfather agrees, like my next performer. She has performed at the Funny Bone, the Comedy Works in Saratoga, and she runs an open mic at Lark Tavern Monday nights. Ladies, gentlemen, and my non-binary friends, please welcome Nell Shanahan.
Hi, room full of people I can't see. You guys having a good time? Yeah, I think it's terrible here too. Great. So a little bit about me, just to set the scene. I'm not really one for meditation, but the other day I burped and farted at the same time, and I felt all of my chakras align. Another fun fact about me is that I'm a woman. So far, my experience is half, don't judge me on the way that I look, and half, I'm going to completely reinvent myself by getting bangs. A third fun thing about me is that I'm British. One way you can tell is that when I was at the movies and a dude put his feet on the back of my seat and kicked me in the head, I turned around and said sorry. That's true. So if an American hears my accent for the first time, things tend to progress in this very, very predictable and, for me, very boring way. First of all, the conversation is completely derailed so that they can say, "Where are you from?" And then I get to say, "London," because otherwise they don't understand the answer. Oftentimes this is followed up with, "Oh, my cousin lives in London," and I say, "Where?" And they say, "Manchester." Some of you are ahead of me. For everyone else in group 2, that's like me saying, "Oh, my cousin lives in New York," and you say, "Where?" And I say, "Boston." Other people will tell me, "Oh, my grandmother is from Ireland, a place that's notorious for being not Britain." Like there was a war. The final and most popular choice is for people to look me dead in the eye and say, "Harry Potter!" And it can be quite difficult to be a foreigner in America. My observations so far suggest that there are 3 main types of racists. The guy who hates Mexicans but loves Taco Tuesday. The guy who hates black people but loves to say, "It's lit fam." And the guy who posted very, very passionately on social media about equality, and whom I managed to convince that the reason that Asian people are so good at stunts in movies is because they have hollow bones like birds. And it's kind of a weird experience facing like discrimination for being a foreigner when I'm British, because I'm like OG white. And furthermore, I come from a part of England where, like, my hometown was the very first Roman capital city. So, according to my ancestry, you've all been listening to me long enough that I own you now. I mean, that's how you start, and then you end up, like, at The Handmaid's Tale. I don't know, my outfits would be a bit more, like, jazzy. Anyway, the thing that really got to me about that show was not, like, the dystopian futuristic fiction, but when those guys play Scrabble, they play words like zygote. Nobody plays fucking zygote in Scrabble. You play spot, you play tin, and if you're my husband, you play queef for 81 points. I'm still salty. And I suppose it is fun to be different, at least for now. Things can be a lot worse. I lost my train of thought because I was so excited to tell you what it was. I do keep walking past homeless people who have more money than I have in both of my bank accounts. And I share one of them with my husband. Just the other day, I walked past a dude who had more money in his hat than like I've probably ever seen my entire life, and to top it off, a nicer phone than I have. So maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. It got me thinking, really, do you reckon that in homeless shelters, they air commercials that say, "This suffering hipster can only afford 1 organic coffee and 1/8 of weed a week. Your donation of just $2 a month can help this poor millennial afford their sorely needed tattoo of a dandelion turning into birds." Like most hipster millennials, I'm currently underemployed. I have dreams of becoming a counselor one day. I did some research. As far as I can tell, it's a career in gossiping, so I've been training since I was like 12. Just like, and then what did Veronica in accounting say? How did that make you feel? There is a theory in psychology that if gossip has this pro-social function, in that it allows you to check on group norms. At least that's how I justify it when I tell you that when Karen wears that green dress, she looks like a fat pickle. I don't want to look like a fat pickle, do you? No. Now we're all on the same page, and you know who isn't? Fucking Karen. So I'm being kind. One flaw in my plan to be a counsellor is that my brain processes information in kind of a weird way. So, the other day, my friend mentioned something called the daily horse forms. I'm like, what's that? He says, think degenerate horse gambling. I knew what he meant, but I found it a lot more fun to think of the horses as the degenerates. Just like horses addicted to horse. Like, not like the fun basketball one, like the sad one with all the songs. I'm only racing to put myself through equestrian school. Another person that I like to think about who doesn't exist is the person who could have been a billionaire, except that they invested everything they had into analog porn. And now all of their money is tied up in these warehouses upon warehouses of porn DVDs. So, how does this person go through their life? Like how does this person buy a coffee? Because the first time that they give you busty baristas for, that's kind of fun, right? You see just the tip going into a jar and that's cool. He's tipped you a conversation piece. And then he starts getting really boastful and entitled, don't you know that I'm a billionaire? I have a website, www.fatpickle.com. What do you mean this isn't legal tender? This is barely legal tender. So it's better. Thank you so much for listening to me, guys. My name is Nell Shanahan. You've been fantastic.
Nell Shanahan, everybody! All right, how are we feeling about the show so far? You guys into it? Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, we like bringing you guys to stand up. We're gonna have some music later, and of course, the sketch comedy. And of course, we're very, very thankful to the MopCO Improv Theater for having us tonight. Can we give a round of applause to MopCO Theater? And in honor of that, we have to acknowledge that that's what this is. This is an improv theater. That's what it was built for. So we have a special treat for you. We brought in an improv group from out of town to help you guys to, keep the evening going. Coming to us all the way from Burlington, Vermont. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the Maple Slurpees.
I'm Senator Bernie Sanders.
And I'm Karen.
And we are the Maple Slurpees. Everything you're going to see tonight is going to be entirely improvised.
The scenes are made up on the spot.
From the top of our nuggets, but first we need a one-word suggestion.
Yes, we need a profession, a career.
An astronaut.
Astronaut, great. And now a place known for being very serious.
Bank.
A bank.
Oh, a bank?
Yes, Bernie, a bank. Okay. So this is going to be an astronaut trying to get a loan from a bank.
Hello, sir.
Why are you doing that?
Well, I'm an astronaut.
Right, no, I heard that. That was established earlier. But we are on Earth at this bank.
Yeah. So I need a loan for my new giant space station.
A space station? Well, I think that's wonderful, as I support America being a leader in global scientific research.
Right, I've been working really
Now,
hard.
did you go to school?
I went to space school for 5 years.
Space school? Now, how much debt did you rack up at space school?
1 million space bucks.
$1 million space bucks. Through the exchange, that equals about $500,000. When you consider inflation, that's about $575,000.
I only have space bucks.
Well, most of us don't have that luxury. This is not a unique story at all. Millions of Americans face crippling debt simply for getting a high education. That is why I believe in a tuition-free system that wishes to reward those who get a higher education regardless of their financial situation.
Right, so can I get that loan?
No, of course not. Due to constant deregulation of the top financial institutions, the system is rigged. But when we come together and we get the billionaires to pay their fair share, I will get you the loan for your space thing or whatever, and we can have an economy that works for all of us and not just the top 1%.
Okay, and scene. Wasn't that fun?
I don't know about fun, but I want to make this last point if I may.
Okay, fine. Josh, can I talk to you?
Yeah. Yeah, Karen.
I can't do this anymore. I can't.
I get it, but we've never had this many Twitter followers before, and he's a huge draw on college campuses. We have a legit shot at getting into a festival this year.
He's ruining every scene. If he destroys Maple Surveys, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I voted for him, you know.
Right. I didn't vote, but I get it. Listen, we just need to be patient, okay? Remember your training. We have the skills to work with him.
One more night.
One more night. Okay. And scene, Bernie, scene. Okay. All right, are we having a good time?
Please, a suggestion of a location.
A doctor's office.
I have something I want to say about
No.
that.
How about a picket line?
No. Something else.
The White House.
No, something apolitical.
A military base.
Are you doing this on purpose?
A bar?
Yes, a bar. Thank you. I got this. A bar. Thank you. And an exotic animal of some kind.
Oh, a giraffe.
Love your enthusiasm. Yes, a giraffe. All right. This is a giraffe going into a bar. No way we can get off topic on this. Okay. What will it be for you, mister?
A club soda for me, and a whiskey for my friend, which we established earlier was a giraffe.
Would your friend there like a straw?
Well, of course. I mean, how else are they going to drink it? They are a giraffe, which was established earlier.
Right. Anyway, I hope you have a permit for that giraffe.
No, I do not have a permit.
Oh, well, it's illegal around these parts to have a giraffe without a permit.
It is? Well, this is a problem. A problem which I have addressed both in the House and the Senate. The Congress has been making laws designed to produce mass incarceration, the likes of which the world has never seen. The U.S. currently has the largest prisoner population in the world. And do you know why that is?
Because everyone has giraffes?
No, don't be ridiculous. It's because of the private prison industry lobbying for predatory policing, prison expansion, and other things in the name of profits. But if we come together, we can have a system that actually protects us and not just the greed.
And what what about your giraffe?
It's more than that. This is about civil liberties. About
Bernie, we need to talk to you.
What about the scene?
Fucking scene! Come here. Listen, Karen and I have been talking.
I can't with you. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, I don't know. Improv comedy? Respecting the space? Starting a movement?
You're ruining our group.
Am I? Well, when the majority doesn't contribute...
Oh, shut the fuck up, Bernie! Jesus Christ, we're gonna go back out there and we're gonna do another scene. We're not gonna let you screw this up.
This is really important to me. My parents spent a lot of money at UCB for improv classes.
And what is it your parents do?
Well, my dad's a teacher and my mom's a nurse, and they were.
Don't fall into his trap, Karen! Alright. Keep it together. We're gonna do one more. Okay! Alright. Thank you for sticking with us, guys. Alright, so now we're gonna do a short form game called Questions Only. It's where we can only ask each or speak to each other in questions. And if one of us makes a mistake, you're gonna hear this noise. That means we're gonna swap out one person for the next. So to start, Karen and I are gonna begin. Alright.
How are you today, sir?
I'm fine. Shit!
How are you?
Is it possible to be good on a day like today?
Why do you say that?
Do you think that it's right that America remains the only country not to guarantee health care as a right?
Why can't you just give these people a good show?
Or why do these people continue to vote against their interests?
Well, why? Shit now!
Do you know any dance moves?
Oh, do you want to dance around the issues?
You mean like you on gun control?
Do you mean to tell me that guns mean the same thing in the hills of Vermont as they do in the streets of Detroit or Chicago?
Okay, well, what about the crime bill you voted for?
What about the crime bill? Doesn't a good leader make some compromise to accomplish some good things?
Bernie, if you're so great, okay, why couldn't you win the primary, huh? Why couldn't you win the presidency? Why couldn't you just fix all of this?
Karen, is it good to rely on change coming from one person who has inexplicably developed a cult of personality? Would that even be democracy? Should change be one Bernie Sanders? Could you imagine what we could accomplish if it were 1 million Karens? Or if every loser here like Josh bothered to vote and participate? What would happen to the Trumps of the world if we united? Karen, will you let the failures of one campaign or one clearly failed comedy troupe stop you from doing what you know is right? Or will you continue to exercise your civic duties for future generations?
Is that a fucking bird?
Yeah, this happens sometimes. So, it didn't work out. For me. In more ways than one. But I'd like to thank you guys for coming out tonight. This is very important, or so I am told. Also, it's important that we come together to... I'm fucking done with this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't keep trying anymore. So I'm going to retire from improv comedy. Thank you for watching my debut. But now, I want to take you now to a simple middle American home, where we join a simple family who probably supported me in the primary, where they have a relaxing evening, a normal, relaxing evening.
believe how big our boy is getting.
I know, it's crazy.
He's so excited about his first tooth falling out. You told him about the tooth fairy, right?
Got that all covered. I even told him if he didn't go to sleep, she may never come.
That's good. That's smart.
And she's got her rules.
Yeah. So, did you put $1 under his pillow?
You want me to put $1 under his pillow?
Yeah, because if you do it, I'm gonna wake him up, and you're more sneakier than I am.
Right, but why do you want him getting $2?
I don't. I just want him to get one.
Yeah, but if I give him $1 and the tooth fairy gives him $1, that's $2.
All right. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Not really, just basic math.
Are you messing with me?
About what?
Come on, it's late, and I really don't feel like being teased right now.
What would I be teasing you about?
The tooth fairy.
What about her?
You know she's not real, right?
Oh, really?
Yes.
How do you know?
I'm an adult.
So am I.
Are you? Because most adults don't believe in somebody who breaks into their children's bedroom to steal their rotten baby teeth.
I get it. You're messing with me now.
No, I'm not.
All right. Be straight with me. There's a tooth fairy, right? Right? Always has been, always will be, because she's immortal and untouched by time. Like my parents told me. Right?
Holy shit.
Why would my parents tell me there was a tooth fairy if there was no tooth fairy?
Because parents like to let their children believe in magic and shit. I mean, I've been married to you for 10 years. How have I not known this about you?
I mean, it's not like a tooth fairy comes up in conversation that often.
Okay, all right, so you never wondered how ridiculous that sounds? I mean, it's not much different than Santa Claus.
What? Let's just pump the brakes for a second. Tooth fairy thing, I'm thinking about it now. You know what? Silly, yeah, who even needs straight teeth, right? But you're not going to sit there and try to convince me there's no Santa Claus. Santa Claus, hello?
Yeah, hello.
He brings presents, tangible proof of his existence. How do you explain that?
Your parents, Bob.
So now you're trying to convince me that my father, with his back, went up and down our chimney every year? That's just not plausible.
Honey, I need to ask you a question, so can you just sit back down? I'm not trying to make fun of you, and I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but you need to answer me honestly.
What?
Are you mentally retarded?
That is offensive. There is a Santa Claus, too.
Is there anything you don't believe in? The Easter Bunny.
Those candy eggs have to come from somewhere.
God. Bigfoot.
There is video evidence of Bigfoot.
Bob, Harry and the Hendersons does not qualify as video.
It's a damn fine movie, it might as well. Is anything real? Loch Ness Monster?
No.
UFOs?
Nuh-uh.
Keebler-Elves?
Jesus Christ.
He's not real either?
Not what I meant, but no, he's actually not real.
Or am I just the biggest asshole in the world then?
Yep.
Here I thought the world contained a little magic,
It doesn't.
a little wonder.
Nope.
But I guess I'm too gullible.
Clearly, yes, you are.
How can I believe anything anyone's ever told me, even you?
Me?
Yeah, I bet that magical G-spot is just a myth too, huh?
No, that one's real.
Oh yeah, well then how come I still have never found it?
Huh? Maybe you were cursed by the sex fairies.
See, I can't tell if you're teasing me or if you're talking about Tatiana, the fairy nymph of the Black Forest.
For fuck's sake, Bob, there is no such thing as fairies, there is no such thing as Santa Claus, and there is definitely no such thing as monsters.
Mother! Father!
Then you woke up our demon child. having a discussion.
It's okay, baby. Just go back to your den.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Hold on a second, Gorgamech. Here's $1 for your tooth.
But father, what of the tooth fairy?
Well, you listen to me very carefully, Gorgie. There is no tooth fairy. Your mother killed her.
Oh!
She also killed Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and Jesus too.
Santa Claus?
You're real asshole.
No! No! Away from me, Slayer of Faithful!
You or Dark Lord can do about it, Gorgamech. Just be happy you don't have a human heart, son. Because it would be broken right now.
Hey! Yes! Slayer of Facebook, here she comes. I'm really excited for our next guest. We have Tom McWatters.
Yay!
Yes! I'm going to do some music for you, and I have in my boob wallet some little information for you guys. You can find Tom McWatters at Bandcamp, so that's awesome. And he does flash animation with his wife. You can look at theateroftheabsurd.org, so that's really cool. And he will be at McGeary's November 24th. So yes! Ladies and gentlemen, and my non-binary friends, please welcome to the stage, Tom McWatters.
Am I singing into this? Howdy, y'all. I'll play you some songs. If you like what you hear, you can buy the record from me after, or you can get it online.
If you
That's on a record called Beast Among the Civilized. As is this song. No time to lose, no time to fail. Is there anybody who's not for sale? Out with the orphans on Lancaster Street. Who could put a price tag on a dream? No time to sigh, no time to breathe. You are the angel on a Salvador Dali Christmas tree. Disinformation from the data street. Who could put a price tag on a dream? You don't believe me. I've got the pull, I've got the push. I'm just in time to contaminate the burning bush. No time to cry, no time to fear. Now that I played this guitar with my tears, I'll show my face in the final scene. Who could put a price tag on a dream? Who could put a price tag on a Thank you. This next song is off my most recent record. It's called Utica Crib. Utica Crib was a sort of a straitjacket slash bed that they invented at the Utica State Hospital. It's a horrifying, horrifying thing, and I wrote lots of cheerful songs about it. I've got a tale that's 2 stories tall, a California hog, a talking dog, my old black boots, a parachute, a graduation dress, infinity or less. You get your magic paycheck, you go looking for sex. You got a name for those career obsessions, from one to Googleplex. If water were wishes, and who could really tell? The dirtiest water's in the wishing well. Good pal, I'm a different kind of crazy now. I'm a different kind of crazy now. I've got a limb that's 2 stories wide. I can't even fit into a bathroom stall. You can really see it in the seam of my pants. I even made chance. Don't be alarmed, it's not an arm, just a Cadillac debut that doesn't come in advance. If water wishes, and who could really tell? The dirtiest water's in the wishing well. Kapow! I'm a different kind of crazy now. I'm a different kind of crazy now. Bop, 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 bop. My imagination holds 1,000 pounds, an easy chair, a bottle of scotch. I can only tell time on my suicide watch. I said no politics, religion at the bar. You wanna ride in my car, you better have ass or brass. My other job is breaking legs for a living, and it's quite a gas. And it punches with cases, then all our lips would swell to the size of the crevice in the Liberty Bell. Kapow! I'm a different kind of crazy now. I'm a cuckoo kind of nutso now. I'm a different kind of crazy now. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Tom McWatters, everybody! Great job. Thank you. Amazing. Keep it going for the man. All right? No problem. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we now take you to our last sketch of the evening. Oh, I know. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll have another show in like, I don't know, 3, 4, whenever fucking many months. This last sketch of the evening, I just want to let you guys know, it's gonna seem really topical. I didn't mean to do that. I wrote it in 2014. The world just kind of got there.
I really want Chipotle for lunch.
General, we are about to drop a nuclear bomb. That sounds more like a TGI Friday food to me.
All I got are Applebee's gift cards.
You wouldn't like Applebee's.
I do like Applebee's.
You seem like an Applebee's person.
That's not an insult.
Mr. President!
Are we sure there are no other alternatives?
Yes, Mr. President. I assure you all diplomatic solutions have been fully exhausted.
I know you've said that, but surely in a situation
In
like this...
situations such as these, Mr. President, it's about moral certainty. It's about the survival of nations. It's easy to think an atomic strike as evil, but today, sir, it is a lesser evil.
Damn you. Damn you, I know you're right. Begin the deployment protocol.
Yes, sir.
May God have mercy on us all.
You're making the right decision, Mr. President. You're going to go down in history alongside Truman.
Let us hope him, and not Nero.
Mr. President, Mr. Secretary General, the system is operational and ready for the input of your user and passcodes.
Very well. Mr. Secretary, will you please begin?
Of course. Young man, if you step aside, I'll enter my code.
I'm sorry, sir, but the system is keyed to my biometric signature, so I'm the only one that can input the codes.
So I have to tell you my code?
Yes, sir.
Like out loud?
Yes, sir.
Can I just write on a piece of paper?
Oh, good God, man!
Sure, okay. Man 69.
I'm sorry, sir, I didn't.
Brony Man 69.
And is Brony Man all lowercase?
Of course.
Yeah.
Brony man?
69, yes, sir.
What the hell is a brony?
It's an adult male who's a fan of a certain cartoon.
My Little Pony, friendship is magic, sir.
You know about this?
My son's into it. Yeah. It's weird.
It's not weird.
It's a sex thing, Mr. President. You should have seen the collage my son made at boarding school.
Oh,
Nasty business.
It is not a sex thing, okay. MLP FIM teaches us lessons in social interaction fit for all ages.
oh, enough. Just enter your launch code.
Can I just tell him?
Why don't you whisper it into his ear?
All right, you shut up. And you, stop stalling.
Balls deep in Fluttershy all over.
Is the S in balls actually spelled with a Z?
Is that a serious question?
Fluttershy?
That's the pony my son likes.
She's just so innocent.
Login confirmed. 2 more needed for launch, Mr. President.
General, would you?
Be my solemn duty, Mr. President. Ready for the login. 4 stars with a capital S. 10 inches with a capital I.
4 stars, 10 inches. Login confirmed.
10 inches. Is that about?
My dick, Mr. President, yes.
That's such bullshit.
Fog of war, young man. You ready for the passcode?
I am, sir.
All lowercase. White power JK.
General!
JK, Mr. President, means just kidding.
We can't drop atomic bombs on an Asian country while making jokes about white power.
Mr. President, it is not my fault North Korea just has Koreans in it. Yes, me. They're the racist ones.
You are unbelievable.
And you are a pony fucker.
Enough! Are you ready for my launch order?
We are, Mr. President.
Very well. Login. Eagle 1.
That's original.
Passcode. Liberty.
Weak.
Order the bomber wings to make an immediate strike on all priority targets. May God have mercy on us all.
Mr. President, is Liberty all lowercase?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because it's not taking it all lowercase, so...
God damn it. Try it in all caps. It was all one or the other.
Yeah, no.
Maybe. Okay, maybe the I in Liberty is supposed to be a 1. Yeah, try that. That seems like something I'd do, right?
Do you just want to reset the passcode?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, do you want to set to your phone or your Gmail?
Gmail. Actually, no, phone. Like, do we get service in this bunker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boost. So, no.
I got 2 bars, so yeah, phone. Send it to my phone.
Okay, we just have to answer your secret question.
My secret question.
Yeah, it's the question that only you would know the answer to, so that way it'll actually send the passcode to you, which according to this is, who was my first love?
You know, maybe war is not the answer.
Mr. President, think about the message backing down now sends. I mean, this is a rogue nation with no regard for international discourse.
They adopted an aggressive and expansionist military stance.
They publicly executed Matthew fucking McConaughey!
Fine, give me a piece of paper.
Oh, that's not fair.
Executive privilege, executive privilege.
You made betray my love of Fluttershy.
Well, I don't care, because I'm the president. So I don't have to tell you my secret first love if I don't want to, because of executive privilege. So suck it.
You're a dick, Mr. President.
Yeah, keep talking.
Theo Huxtable?
Of the Cosby Show? What the shit? Why did you read that out loud?
He probably thought how gay it was.
It's lame, so lame.
Gay lame.
Lame.
Hey. I will have you know that Theo Huxtable, as expertly and sensually played by the great Malcolm Jamal Warner, was, especially in the later seasons, oh shit, hang on. Oh yeah, Alpha Bravo 7279er. Order the bomber wings to make immediate strike on all priority targets. May God have mercy on us all.
Sir.
Was a prime example of ebony masculinity.
If your idea of masculinity is a sweater and a dirt stash.
Oh, okay. So, who's your secret gay crush? You know so much about male beauty.
Clint Eastwood, 1963.
Shocker, it's a white guy.
He's not a fucking cartoon horse.
She's a Pegasus, you Philistine!
Okay. All right, we're not talking about Fluttershy because the issue at hand is secret dude crushes.
I don't know. Fluttershy with a dick then.
All right, take that shot. Because I really feel that we want to keep these shows down to just $10. That way you have money left over to go see in the movies, I swear to God, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. One came out like this fucking week, I swear to God. Also, we might be nuking Korea, whatever, but still.